Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you had a nice break. Today we're going to be doing percent composition here in chemistry. And you're going to be able to find the percent composition of any element in any kind of compound in any kind of product. Okay? And so what do I mean by product? You can take any product, let's say like CocaCola, and you can break it down and get all the different chemicals that are in that product. This is how companies copy from each other. You know, Pepsi's going to copy from Coca-Cola. Maybelline's going to copy from Chanel or Estee Lauder, things like that. So products are a big business. And all you have to do is figure out exactly what ingredients are in that product. Okay, so let's take Coca-Cola for example. And let's just pick an ingredient. Let's take phosphoric acid, okay, H3PO4, phosphoric acid. All right, so let's take oxygen. Now, you need to follow this formula. To find the percent composition, you're going to take the total mass of that element, and that's what's going to go on top. And you're going to divide by the total mass of the whole formula. And so what do I mean by the mass of the element? Well, we're going to do oxygen, right? And we want the percent of oxygen. Okay, oxygen weighs 16, but you have 4 of them. So 16 times 4 is 64. Now you are going to need your periodic table with this and a calculator. Feel free to use an online calculator or your phone calculator. Okay, now phosphorus is 31, and you only have 1 of them. So 1 times 31 is 31. Now hydrogen weighs 1, but you have 3 of them. So 1 times 3 is going to give you 3. So 64 plus 31 plus 3, you're going to add that up. Go ahead and get a calculator and do that now. Okay, did you get your results? Now, because we're looking for oxygen, the total mass of the element for oxygen is 64. Because, yes, oxygen weighs 16, but you have 4 of them, so you have to have the complete mass of that element from that compound, okay? Now, if I add 3 plus 31 plus 64, my total is going to be 98. So my total molar mass is 98. This times your 100 is going to give you your percent. Now remember, always put your top number first. 64 divided by 98. Now, because depending on your calculator, make sure you press equals and then do your times 100, just to make sure that your calculator is actually doing the correct job. So here I get 65.306. So in other words, 65.31 or just 0.3%, and this is of oxygen. And this is your percent composition. Okay, and you can do that with any product at any time. Okay, so let's get a sample of copper, Roman numeral 1, sulfide, and let's find the percent composition of each element. Okay, so the top number is the total mass of copper times 2, because you have 2 coppers. And then the total mass of the whole compound is at the bottom. Okay, so now what is your next step? Okay, so now you're going to do times 100, and that's going to equal 79.85% for copper. Now if I want, let's say, one significant figure after the decimal point, then it would be 79.9%, because the 5 would round up the 8. And this would be your total percent of copper. Okay, Just a little FYI, for me personally, I usually keep at least one number or one significant figure after the decimal. Okay, now I want you to pause this video, and I want you to do sulfur on your own and see if you get what I get. Okay, the percent composition for sulfur is 20 or 20.2%, and that is your percent composition for sulfur. Now, did you get to the right spot, or do we need help? If you need help, I want you to pause this video and ask me in Zoom. Okay, let's do one more. Coffee has sugar in it. Okay, there's an ingredient right there. So your chemical formula for sugar, or sucrose, is C6H12O6. So let's go ahead and get the percent composition of, let's say, hydrogen. Okay. Now, remember, the total weight of hydrogen must be on top. Hydrogen weighs 1, but I have 12 of them. So 1 times 12 is going to give me 12. Now, oxygen is 16, but you need to do 16 times 6. And carbon is 12, but you need to do 12 times 6. So what are your totals for all of these elements? Take out your calculator and do that now. Press pause. Okay, carbon, 12 times 6 is going to give you 72. For hydrogen, 1 times 12 is 12. For oxygen, you're going to have 16 times 6. That is 96. So if you add up all of these elements, 72 plus 12 plus 96 is 180. Okay? Now, one of these has a lot of sugar, but we want the percent of just hydrogen. So we're going to put the 12 on top because that's the element we're looking for. And the total molar mass, your GFM, is 180 equals times 100. This will give you 6.6666%. Okay? But we can round it off to 6.7% for hydrogen. This is your percent composition. Okay? All right. Go ahead and let me know if we have any questions during Zoom. Thanks, guys.